but it is fun when you are a kid to build like the snowman and stuff like that. And some people they also like to do the sledging like on that plastic board. Like if you go to like a top of a hill and you go down the hill on the snow, some people they like to do this as well.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, I've seen people doing that here, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Even if you fall down on a snow, I don't think it would hurt you.
Yeah.
Will it hurt?
Yeah, as long as there's like like a good amount of snow, it won't hurt so badly.
What do you do? What are your hobbies? What do you do in your free time?
Mm, for me, well, I mean, like obviously Cambly is my job, but I also really enjoy it as well. So sometimes it doesn't really feel like work, I guess, and because it's like almost like freelancing, I can do it whenever I want to. So I can choose any day, any hour I want to do it. So yeah, I feel like it kind of is a little bit of a hobby because I get to meet like so many people and talk about interesting things about where they're from, their culture. So it's quite interesting, my job. And in my other things in my free time, I like to cook, I like to exercise, go to the gym, watch some kind of like maybe something like on Netflix or YouTube, something like that. Um, yeah, I don't really have like any very interesting hobbies, I guess.
Uh, yeah, everybody has their own interest. So just if
Hmm.
you are interested in something, it is interesting. I think so. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Everyone is different, so it's good to be different as well. Yes.
It is good to be different, but right now the being different is taken in different ways by the youngsters all around the world. So
Mm-hmm.
that's also not good, right? So
Yes.
yeah, in olden days, or if you look at the previous generation, being different means being creative, being good at some creative things. But right now it's not. Following
Mm-hmm.
the trends means being different. So I'm talking about the whole society right now, the way things are
Mm.
going on. Look at everybody is dancing on the same song, following the same step, and we say trend with quality. Yeah, wow, wow. So I mean,
Yeah.
creativity is going by saying that I'm different. I'm free. Whatever I want to do, I do. I'm free. So I feel like it is not being different. It is nonsense right now, and nonsense is being called that I'm different in this world.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about your culture, right? I want to know. You're British, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So tell me something that would be culture shock for me.
Mm. Oh, that's an interesting question. Let me think. Um, Maybe the food. A lot of people they don't like British food because maybe it does have like flavor, but we don't add so many spices or it's not really spicy food we eat. It's normally like the meat, if it's like chicken or beef or something, that gives the flavor to the rest of the meal mostly. And we use kind of like herbs and salt, pepper, these kind of things, but not like chili powder, turmeric, or cumin powder, stuff like this. So maybe the food. Some people say it does not taste so great. It's a little bit bland. So yeah, some people on Cambly have told me that before. So maybe maybe the food, I would say. Uh,
Especially for Indians, I think if you are not adding chili, like turmeric powder or cumin, these things, then Indians are not gonna eat the food because
yes.
Indians need spices, and
Yeah.
all the spices, coriander powder, you told about tea chili powder, all these powders. If you are, I think, cooking anything, vegetables related to like you told about meat or anything, right? Then
Mhm.
you must add these the spices for Indians, otherwise they will not taste it. Okay,
Yes.
Indian
Yes.
will tell, okay, what are you eating? So yes, I think it is culture shock.
Yeah. Mm.
So have you?
Maybe also like the weather, because like also here it like rain sorry, it can snow in the winter time. It gets sometimes like goes into like the minus as well. Like last year it was very cold. So maybe the weather, depending which region you're from, I guess the weather can be a shock because it also rains so many days throughout the year as well here.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely it would be culture shock for me because I'm from eastern part of India and it is very hot part. It we
Mm-hmm.
we have hot and humid weather for 9 months in a year.
Ah.
So so just 3 months and we have winter, and that winter lasts for 1.5 months. That severe winter, we call it severe winter because temperature goes around 10 12, around 10 12,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes not less than 10, most of the time above 10. So we call it a
Um,
severe winter. So for us, yes, winter would be different from you right now. I know that winter is very cold in Britain. It is very cold, like it goes in minus, and it
mm,
snows. It snows, but this part of India, it never snows. Yeah, we have
yeah.
some parts of India as well where it snows, but here it does not snow.
Mm. Ah, yes. But would you ever like to see snow in your life? Would you like to like experience it if you could?
Of course, because I love weathers. I mean,
Mm.
we have rainy season here, so we enjoy a lot. We have summer, very hot, humid summer, so we enjoy summer. We have winter, uh, not that winter that you have. So definitely, I would like to enjoy that winter someday. And we have a spring, and very beautiful spring season in this part
Mm-hmm.
of India. So yeah, I enjoy all these seasons, and I am big lover of waking up early in the morning and enjoying the weather. So
Mm.
yes, definitely I would like to enjoy weather someday.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like snow. It's very beautiful to see it, but if you have to go outside, it's extremely like, cold. Like you can like build like the snowman and stuff, but you have to wear like those gloves which are like really like thick and warm. Otherwise like the water like from the snow it goes on your hands and your hands become so red and cold. But it is fun when you are a kid to build like the snowman and stuff like that.
Do you play any game on snow, like a sketching or kind of game?
You mean sorry, on the snow? Like, do we play any games?
Yes.
Sometimes people they just make like a ball of the snow and like throw it at each other like that. Um, or like building the
So that does it
snowman.
hurt?
Yeah, it does.
It
but
does.
but you wear like a really like thick coat, like a very fluffy coat. So you it does hurt, of course, but not so much as if
It
you
does
were
not
just
affect.
yeah. Yeah, and some people they also like to do the sledging like on that plastic board. Like if you go to like a top of a hill and you go down the hill on the snow, some people they like to do this as well, which can be fun.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, I have seen people doing that here, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah,
Even if you fall down on the snow, I don't think it would hurt you.
yeah,
Does it hurt?
yeah. As long as there's like like a good amount of snow, it won't hurt so badly. Yeah, it's very nice in the winter time, but also very cold as well. You have to wear like the hat and scarf, gloves, coat, everything.
Yeah, I've seen in movies, right? It looks very beautiful, but to be honest, I know it would be very cold, and especially
Mm,
for me, because I
yeah.
have habit of living in such a hot weather. So for me, it would be difficult. But definitely, experience would be paramount, something of paramount. So I would
Mhm,
love to enjoy sometime, someday. We have also kind of a snows in some parts of India, like Kashmir. Okay, one place in India that is Kashmir. So it is very
mhm,
cold, and it snows in Kashmir.
mhm,
But I have not been to that part of India so far.
mhm. And what countries have you traveled to so far?
Not many. I mean, just I have traveled all across India so far, many states of India because it is big country. But to be honest, I have been to one of my neighbor country, Nepal. So far, I have not traveled out of India. In sense, Nepal is just like India, so we don't have much difference between India and Nepal. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I have not been to foreign countries like Europe, Africa, or any other continents. So
Oh.
definitely, I would like to travel these continents as soon as I would get chance because right now I'm busy at my business. But I think very soon now I'm gonna settle down everything and I have some target in my mind. I'm gonna hit it, and after that, I'll hit the road.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's very good. Um, I've always wanted to visit India. I really hope I can come one day also to visit and eat like the food because the food is also so delicious. It's one of my favorite cuisines to eat. So yeah, I really hope to come one day.
Definitely, you must visit India. It is kind of if you would visit India, then you'd get like experience of visiting 10 countries just within a country because it's
Yeah,
everything is different, it part is different, language is different, culture is different, food is different, everything
yeah,
is different from each other. Yeah.
yeah. It's a very, very big country and lots of like
So
different.
anyway, we are running out of.
Yes.
Yeah.